What is up, YouTube and all my fish keeping friends? How is everybody doing out there in fish tank land? Today I want to share with you all of my Bucephalandra that I have in my Paladarium. I want to give you guys a little bit of an update of everything I got going on in the fish room. And stick around to the end because I'm going to be feeding my eel some fresh raw seafood. Don't go anywhere. Well, I hope everybody is doing well out there and enjoying this holiday season with your friends and family. I've got a lot of stuff going on in this fish room, just trying to keep all these fish happy and keep all these tanks happy. But let me go ahead and show you my Paladarium. I want to show you all of the Bucephalandras that I've been collecting and have them emergent in the Paladarium. So we got all the tanks here in the living room. As you guys probably know already, I got my Paladarium here in my rack. This is 4 20-gallon aquariums. And we have my Paladarium right here. This is actually a broken aquarium that I went ahead and retrofitted, resealed it, and I'm only keeping it halfway full of water to be safe. I created a real rock structure here for my waterfall, and I have a bunch of Bucephalandra in here. I'm gonna go ahead and move the lighting around, and I'm going to take the top off so that I can show you all these different Bucephalandras, point them out individually, and maybe you guys can help me with some of the names as well. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and propped up these lights as best as I could and got the lid off. I'm gonna try to squeeze this camera in here and not drop it into the water. I just want you guys to get a little closer look at some of these different Bucephalandras that are doing really good in this Paladarium. So you can see that I have a cute little waterfall that I put together. This is all real rock. And you see that there's a lot of Bucephalandra that I have on both sides of this Paladarium. I got the camera in there and I'm trying not to drop it in the water. You can see in the middle of the screen there that there's actually an assassin snail climbing the waterfall right there, which is kind of cute. I've actually seen him a few times in the waterfall, and he just goes around to the back and then he comes back up to the front somehow. He makes it through the waterfall, goes around to the back side of everything, and then comes back out. I'm not sure, but I just let him do his thing. But you can see that I have a whole bunch of different species of Bucephalandra in the waterfall here. And if I can focus all these, you'll be able to see them. A lot of this growth is new. I have so many different species in here, and if I can get the camera right without dropping it, I'm going to point the different ones out. One Bucephalandra right here that I thought was just going to rot and die on me, and it's been putting out shoots all over the place, all the way up here, up the side. Some really nice leaf growth here. This Bucephalandra is putting out a new leaf right there as well. Most of these guys over here in the corner, you see all these little green leaves here, is all new leaves. They were not in here when I put them in this tank. This is a really tight spot for this camera, that's for sure, and I just don't want to drop it in the water here. So I probably should have used a GoPro for this, right? But this growth here, all this growth is new growth. Same with this Bucephalandra down here. I also have this larger one. This leaf here is new. All this leaf growth is new since it's been in here. I don't know what this species is. It has a nice little rippled, long rippled leaf. I don't know if that's Godzilla green. I'm not sure, but that's a new leaf right there that's just about 2 or 3 days old. They're growing really fast. There's another broadleaf Bucephalandra back here, which has new growth, new shiny leaves right there. I even have a little tiny Buce right here on the wood. There's a lot of other cool plants in this Paladarium as well. You see that the Riccia is just growing like naturally on the side of the wood here. You have Riccia, you even have some subwassertang growing completely out of the water on the wood here. Sorry, Java moss growing on a lot of places in this Paladarium. You even have a little Java moss just showing up randomly amongst this Bucephalandra. There's 3 different species of Hygrophila in this aquarium. We have Hygrophila angustifolia right here. Let me go ahead and focus the camera a little bit better. You have the Hygrophila angustifolia in the back hidden there. If I can focus and poke at the same time. Hidden in the back here, which is going to take some time, is the Hygrophila tiger, which is a rare species of Hygrophila. I have cuttings of it in a lot of different tanks to see where it goes, how well it grows in different tanks. And then up here in the front of the tank is the Hygrophila siamensis. You see the red on the leaf? All this red on the leaf, that is Hygrophila siamensis. It's really, really pretty. And the closer a lot of these Hygrophillas get to the light, even this one over here, even the Hygrophila angustifolia, when the leaves start to get to the light, they start turning red. It's really cool. So I'm having fun with Bucephalandra emergent or immersed out of the water. They're just so much happier. In nature, this is how you're going to see them, growing on rocks, in streams, very wet environment, but they're growing out of the water in nature. So I look forward to making a really cool Paladarium at one time with the multiple waterfalls and just a huge rock surface and a whole bunch of waterfalls, so that I can go ahead and enjoy just all different kinds of species of Bucephalandra in more of a natural environment, not forcing them to grow underwater. But I love this one here in the front, this broadleaf. I don't know if that's like a chocolate, or a red, I'm not sure. Dan Slee loves this, loves the Bucephalandra. And there's a bunch of other people out there as well. If they watch this video, maybe they'll be able to help me out with the names of some of these species. But I look forward to growing a lot more of them. I enjoy them, but I enjoy them growing fast, and I feel like in order to get them to grow fast, you got to grow them out of the water if you really want them to grow super fast. Or if you have a special touch like Dan Slee, you can get them to grow like this underwater too. Okay guys, so there is a Christmas party down the street, so there's a bunch of music in the background. You might or might not be able to hear it, but we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a fish room update. I want to show you what's going on. I have another blue tetra tank being set up right now tonight, and beyond that, I need to feed Elliot. And some people out there enjoy watching me feed raw meat to my predatory eel. So let's go ahead and look at all these tanks around the room. So we always start over here in the corner. I have my grow out tub. We're going to be breaking this down as well really soon. I keep saying this, but this is all really happening in the next week or two. All these guppies are being, this whole tank's being broken down, and those are all fish for profit at this point. I do have some leucistic guppy fry in there, and they're still happy. I need to give them a little top off of water there. This tank is being done this week, tomorrow, and on Tuesday. I'm completely rescaping, not completely rescaping, we're going to keep the wood in there, but this is going to get covered with leaf litter and get this tank in a position to spawn these imperial tetras. Another one that this is really happening, I keep saying it too, I found a home for the 4 fish that are left in this aquarium. And those fish are going to a community tank that I take care of in town. I've decided that just today, and all those big monster rocks are coming out of there. I'm getting rid of the hang on the back. This is gonna get, I'm gonna go Dutch with this. Just straight up Dutch. I got the bow face front. I wanna do a bunch of awesome stem plants, you know, active, buffered substrate, and stop trying to grow 2 massive rocks. That's just nuts. I don't know what I was thinking. That's one of my first scapes I did in this house. We're gonna go ahead and feed Elliot. That's coming up too when it comes to scape. I gotta rescape that. This killifish, I got a video coming out. This killifish is his eggs with my female. Gonna have some killifish babies around here soon enough, and I wanna share all that with you as well. He's happy in that tank. No filtration, no heater, no nothing. Let's see, all my leucistic guppies are doing good down here. This is doing good. The lily is doing good. My spiralis in the corner over here is just going crazy. I've got it in like 7 different tanks now, it feels like. I'm really happy about that. The dwarf sagittaria has gone crazy, and then I went and put a little bit of it in this tank, and it just went crazy in this tank with all my yellow king kongs, which you see yellow king kongs everywhere. This tank is running no filtration, just lights. That's all that's going on in here. Lights only. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on in the kitchen real quick. I'm going to show you what's going on with the tetras. So we have my tank number 1, 2, 3 of my blue tetras. We have tank number 4, which has been going on down here. Let's move this lighting up here so you can see what's going on. They're still a little skittish. I have 3 females and 1 male in here. And this is going to be tank number 4 of my blue tetras, breeding tank number 4. Possibly, you know, a 4th colony. And then this tank, I'm working on it right now, draining everything down. I'm about to go collect a few left cherry shrimp that are left over in the bottom of this tank. And this tank is getting cleaned tonight, rescaped, pretty much like that one. I'm getting a lot of duckweed on the top, and this is gonna be a fry grow out tank. So just fry will go in here, do heavy water changes to lower the hormones from the fry, and just get them pumped up on some baby brine shrimp, and make them super happy, and get them sent back to Amber, and then be able to send them out to other people probably. So I do have the least killies. They're doing really good over here right now. I have some females that are pretty pregnant, and they're hanging out in the stargrass up at the top for the most part. You have to do a little bit of a water change on here, top it off, but they're super happy in here. I would like to give them a larger tank. I look forward to giving them a 10-gallon in the near future. Just put out a video about these 3 vase scapes, my riparium scapes, whatnot. So they're really, really cool. I'm loving the way that the rotella looks in the back there. It's really cool. This was already immersed. The Sterogen rippens and the pennywort, or the hydrocotyl Japanese, was already immersed. I have it on a Lazy Susan right now, so I can just roll it around and check out the different sides. But the Sterogen rippens, you can see all the hairs on it. It's already been immersed. So it should just grow out of the water, and then hopefully it'll lay on that piece of Mapani driftwood. And same with the pennywort. If it chooses to grow towards the light, it can grow out towards the light and just kind of lay itself on that wood maybe, or just grow over the sides. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see how the Rotella indica acts when it has nowhere else to go and it has to grow out of the water. So that'll be interesting. I really like these little scapes. They do make a good gift, and they definitely would look good on a desktop at work. And I think it'd be hard for the boss to complain too much about a vase that's not much bigger than my hand. I don't know that I'd put shrimp or anything in it, but anyways, they're pretty sweet. I'm probably gonna give them away as gifts once they thicken up a little bit. Okay, Elliot wants to prove me wrong. He wants to make me look goofy. He's not gonna eat tonight for some reason. It's one thing about eels, they can be a little finicky. They can definitely get a little emotional sometimes, and maybe I moved something wrong or made too much of a noise earlier looking at the Bucephalandra, and that freaked him out, and now he's not gonna eat today. Tomorrow he'll probably be fine. Just let me know what you guys would do with this bow-face tank here that I'm working on. What kind of stem plants would you put in there? Would you do a Dutch scape tank? What would you do with a 29-gallon bow-face tank? Let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate that. Anyways, I got crazy loud Christmas music, some people partying down the street, big Christmas party. So I got that in the background. It's frustrating. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys, all of you that like, comment, sharing all my content, and all of you that are subscribed to my content. Thank you so much. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.